Well, Tom Grozzy, looks like those Green Bay Packers of yours were able to get in there this time. So, what's going on, guys? My name is Antonio, and this is the AAS All Around Sports. I am your host, Antonio. Today, we are talking about the Green Bay Packers. Man, I have wanted to go over this team since they made the playoffs. I've not had the time, so I apologize in advance for not having the time sooner. But man, this Packers team has lived up to the hype. They are one of the youngest teams to ever make the playoffs, or well, at least for as far as this year goes. And then also, they're the youngest team in the NFL right now, right there with the Seahawks as well, which is actually my team, as you all should know. But it's not about the Hawks. It's about the Packers. The Packers were wrote off at the beginning of the year because Aaron Rodgers went to the Jets only to get hurt in the first 4 snaps. And then the Packers went on a roll. They were getting the wins. And then they lost to the Denver Broncos and a few other teams too. But they were able to come back in the last little stretch of it, just like they did with Aaron Rodgers last year, and got into the playoffs this time. So the question is, can the Packers make a deep playoff run? And what do they have to live upon this year? So I'm going to go over reasons why they are going to go far or not in the playoffs, and also what reasons they have to be successful about this year. But anyways, let's get this thing started and out of the way. So the Packers. The Packers have been an amazing team for a very long time. As we all know, the Brett Favre situation back when Aaron Rodgers took over, he was improving his first year. And now we're seeing a similar thing with Jordan Love after the Aaron Rodgers era. So, I mean, hey, this Green Bay Packer team actually looks really good. I mean, you got a young receiver core, but you have that defense, which, I mean, Tom Grozzy has been complaining a lot about Joe Barry. But, I mean, hey, I agree with you there, my man. I agree with you there. But this offense has just lived up to the height. Their receivers are just so young and talented. You got Romeo Dobbs, Jaden Reed, Christian Watson, and then you also got Luke Musgrave or something like that. That Musgrave guy. And then you also got Aaron Jones and then also A.J. Dillon, which this team is looking really dangerous. But I don't think they're a match for the Dallas Cowboys. I don't think they're a match for them because if we look at the Cowboys at home, they're undefeated. They are unbeaten at home. They rank first in every single category that you can think of when they're playing at home. But the defense of the Packers has been that main key struggle. The defense has just been so, I don't even know the word. It's just not lived up to the height. It's just not got there. And I know Tom Grozzy, I'm mentioning him a lot, and he has said on multiple occasions that Joe Barry has to go, and I don't blame him. My coordinator needs to go too. Clint Hurst has to go. I agree with you right there, Grozzy. But this Packers team has a lot to live upon going into this next year because you look over at the draft. Who knows? Maybe you guys can get another great receiver, or maybe O-line, or rushers, or secondary. Which, I mean, Rasul Douglas is a hard thing to pick up in the draft, but some of the guys I'm looking at for the Packers secondary, as far as like corners go, are like Nate Wiggins or like Cam or Josh Newton. I thought of Cam Newton for a second just because of the last name. Also, along with like other secondary players, secondary is just amazing for this Packers team. You got Jair Alexander. You got so many players on this team that can be there and make plays. It's just, I don't think it's going to be enough against the Dallas Cowboys because it's on the road. It is all in Dallas. Now, Packers are going to have a lot of stuff to live upon next year. But this year, I just don't see them getting past the Dallas Cowboys. because the Cowboys have just been looking so good at home. They are undefeated at home. And you're going into this game with a very 50-50 defense. I don't want to say mediocre because I'm going to get a lot of complaints about that. I'm going to say 50-50 defense because you don't know if they're going to show up and you don't know if they're going to perform well, especially on a road environment like Dallas. But anyways, that's what I'm talking for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please make sure to hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you're new. Turn on the notification bell. And I'll catch you all in the next one. So long for now.